the Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. For thy love is better than wine, because of the savor of thy good ointments. Thy name is as ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee. Draw me, we will run after thee. The king hath brought me unto his chambers, and we will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept. Tell me, O thou whom my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. For why should I be as one that turneth aside by the flocks of thy companions? If thou know not, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tents. I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses in Pharaoh's chariots. Thy cheeks are comely with the rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold with studs of silver. While the king sitteth at his table, my spikenard sendeth forth the smell thereof. A bundle of myrrh is my well-beloved unto me. He shall lie all night betwixt my breast. My beloved is unto me as cluster of campfires and vineyards of En-gedi. Behold, thou fair, my love, behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes. Behold, thou art fair, my beloved, yea, pleasant. Also our bed is green. The beams of our house are cedar, and our rafters are fir. Song of Solomon, chapter 1. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have swayed the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me and my seed, that we go not astray henceforth and forever. Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. Yes, all praises, all glory to the I Am, who is worthy of all praise. Yes, you know, it's said that these Song of Solomon was used by the children of Jacob to express their love toward the Most High, because we are, even those of us that have joined unto Israel into obeying the law, statutes, commandments, and ordinances of the Most High. Yes, we are as one would compare a wife to a husband. Yes, this is no perverted thing that Solomon has said. Even in, if a man is talking about his wife and how she just excites him, there is no ill will in that. But in a song, today's songs is very different, where there is ill intention and ill will. What I mean by ill intention is that of not of marriage. It's not of marriage, and the will is that of whoredom and whoremongering. Yes, whoremongering. So Solomon compares his relationship with that to his God. Yes, even the I am that I am. So when we think of these and we listen to these songs of Solomon, you can put them to music if you're musical. That would be pretty good. But they are compared to the relationship and more confidence and the intimacy, not that of the flesh, that one has between them and their God. It's a deep and it's a very fulfilling relationship if we can attain that relationship with our Creator. We're in the book of Job. The book of Job, yes, the book of Job. Chapter 17, as you prepare. Yes, and Job answered Eliphaz again, who came and he was against him. But Job, he knew their devices, but Job could not see what was swaying the thoughts of their hearts toward him. See, one thing, we fight a spiritual battle. You have to realize the Old Testament is more spiritual than the New Testament. The New Testament is more about control, religious control, as far as that's concerned. But the Old Testament, or the Testament, the true Testament, the Testament above every Adamic religion, the Old Testament supersedes it all. Islamic or the Quran, the New Testament, or any other denomination thereafter. The Old Testament supersedes all of it. There is no other testament but that of the law. That God reminds you, He holds a mirror. God holds a mirror up to your face called the law. And say, if you walk out of these, you walked away from me. Because those things are near and dear to the heart of the Most High, as we would put it. Even Job and his walking in the law was to be tested, because the Most High knew the heart of Job, and it's no play. Sickness, disease, calamity, all these things, they're nothing to God, as we shall see in the book of Job. They're nothing, because the Most High can stir up hearts and restore everything. The children, the wives, everything that you have. Why do a child of Jacob have to worry? God can and will restore. All we have to do is walk in His statutes, commandments, ordinances, and laws. Yes. Oh, my. It makes me feel so heavy. I have nothing to worry about. Christianity, whatever. But either way, Islam, whatever. I don't want 1,000 virgins. If He's going to give me 1,000 virgins, give me 1,000 virgins right here on earth. Why would I need that in the spirit? Why would I need it? So that shows you how fleshly a thing can be. But the fact is that the Most High is always one that would restore unto His people. He restored unto Job. He restored unto the woman that did not charge God foolishly. He restored to Abram, who had lost his beloved wife, to Jacob, to Isaac. He restored to Israel many times, but the children of Jacob returned back to their vomit. They returned back to their oppressor, and thinking that was right. But the fact is, we're often accused before the I Am, and the I Am shows our hearts. He allows our hearts to be shown, not only to us, but to the different host of heaven. Even the ones we call the Satans. There's a relationship there, because the Most High is very intelligent. The Most High is not like you or me. He's not Neanderthal. Oh no. He's not. God is not a man that God should lie. No, He's not. very intelligent amongst beyond the intelligent. Look at those who have invented inventions, and they said that they had a dream and the Most High showed them how to do it. And they woke from the dream and they did the things that they were shown in instruction. And it came out to be a car that runs on radio, and it came out to be a robotic arm that can be controlled by one's brain. And much more, traffic lights, traffic stops, all these things came as God had given men, especially the children of Noah, his instructions. Job chapter 17, he says, my breath is corrupt, my days are extinct. The graves are ready for me. I'm ready to die, is what Job's saying. All that I'm going through, he did not know. There are markers with me that does not mine eye continue in their provocation. What are they doing? They're provoking Job to do as his wife bid him. She says, curse God and die. And he says, you don't even sound like my wife. But the fact is, Job did not lose his integrity, nor charge the I am foolishly. Yes. He says, lay down now, put me in a surety with thee. Who is he that would strike hands with me? For thou hast hid their hearts from understanding, therefore shalt thou not exalt them. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. Bribery, flattery, to try to get them to do something or make them esteem you higher than what you are. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. In other words, you're doing these things to pump me up, to blow smoke in my ear. No, we don't need that. Verse 6. He hath made me also a byword of the people, and aforetime I was a tabret. Isn't that the plight of the children of Jacob? A byword. One who trusted God, now where is his God? One who did alms and did all these things to God, toward God's people and those that he saw that were in need, and he was made rich and he had many cattle. Now where is he now? Oh, they're your friends while you have much and you can give unto them, but then once all of that is gone, they're gone. You don't hear me, do you? Now he says, now, mine eyes also is dim by reason of sorrow, and all my members are as shadow. In other words, this sickness got me going, man. Upright men shall be astonished at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. What good is it serving the Most High when you are going to do nothing but suffer? What good is it? Especially to those who would lose their integrity, their confidence toward the Most High. You don't know what's going on beyond your eyes and beyond your five senses. You don't know what's going on. We pray God give us discernment in all things. Yes. He said in verse 9, the righteous shall also hold on this day. He that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. Yes. If you have clean hands, though you suffer, you will become even more stronger once your suffering is over. In this life, the life you now live. But as for you all, do ye return and come now, for I cannot find one wise man among you. All you are foolish. A foolish man is going to be your friend as long as you provide or you have something that fool wants. My days are past. My purpose are broken off. Even my thoughts, the thoughts of my heart. In other words, Job was thinking, this is the end. I'm eating up. There's no remedy for what is ailing me. If I wait, the grave is mine house. I have made my bed in the darkness. I have said to corruption, thou art my father, to whom Thou art my mother and my sister. For some of you who says God has a wife because of the scriptures, these are things that those that have written these books in the book have compared the Most High to. Not that they think that the Most High is that. And also the Most High tries to appeal to our understanding, and sometimes he says, as a mother leads about a mother chick, or not a chick, but a mother leads about her young, and things like that. I've nurtured thee. God has said many words like that. God does not have a wife. God does not need a wife. God does not desire a wife. But the Most High wanted the company of men, the company of those that the Most High has created to the Most High's delight. Yes, the Most High delighteth in us if we do those things that are wise. Do you not delight in a child that loves you? Even the woman gets selfish and she takes the love of the man away, his child, because of the laws of the Satans? Yeah, we do. The child is even more so that of the man than it is the woman's. Some of you would argue on that, but you have insurgents in social media and in books, in scientific realms that have no foundation on the things that they say. But we repeat them like clapping monkeys on those little bells. But the fact is, the seed, I even heard a woman even say the seed of man. The man doesn't have a seed. What is a seed? So that means a tree doesn't have a seed. Neither does a lion or a turtle or whatever copulates. They have what you would call sperm, which is referred to as a seed. These people were farmers, so seed had to become the best way to explain what comes out of a man and inseminates the woman, just as the seed falls from the tree and inseminates the ground, which brings up after its kind that had fallen. Now he says, they change the night into day. The light is short because of darkness. If I wait, the grave is mine house. I have made my bed in the darkness. I have said to corruption, thou art my father, to whom thou art my mother and my sister. In other words, I'm going to the grave. Job could not see past his condition. It looks hopeless. There is no remedy. There is no explanation to what's going on with Job. So he says, this is my plight. He spoke in a poetic thing, or as the English would put it, to help us to understand what Job is saying. He said, and where now is my hope? As far as this life, I had children, I had wife, I had many things. Now I have nothing, even my flesh rots upon my bones. As for my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down to the bars of the pit when our rest together is in the dust. Surely for the man that follows not the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High, this is his plight. But yet also did not the wise one called Solomon even says that the rich were making rich because of what? They're going to have their desire here, but the righteous will have contentment. Not everyone will be rich. Not everyone will have the best of everything. But that don't mean you are the one. God will bless you to your contentment. And if it's beyond that, it's because God saw your heart, that you could handle even being one that is rich and given great authority. Many fools are in offices now in political arenas, Many fools. Now we have a world about to collapse. Because a fool is one that is selfish. When you have fools that are selfish to their group, to their people, and not to the whole and to the contributing of a functioning society, it collapses. Over time, yes, it will collapse, as we now are witnessing. And if we do those things that are right in the sight of the Most High, even keeping His commandments, statutes, and ordinances, we will have